Nier Replicant is not as good as Nier Automata, but still an absolute masterpiece, and currently the best game I've played this year. Now, it's kind of a difficult game to play or show any of without spoiling it, so I thought I'd just record over a lovely clip I had of a legendary fishing battle, because it's one of my favourite clips of the game, of just how absurdly long it took to catch a stupid fish. Nier Replicant still feels like a game from the 2010s because it is about 10 years old. They've added new content to it, they've spruced it up, they've upgraded the combat system to add abilities like being able to dash around behind enemies with shields, which makes combat flow a lot better than it did in the original. Or so I'm told, because I never played the original. The story is fantastic. I am not ashamed to admit that I teared up a little for the final ending. The entire playthrough is on YouTube if you want to see the story for yourself, but honestly, it's a game you should experience for yourself. Like, one of the best things about it is the customizable difficulty settings. If you put it on easy, you can turn on auto battle, so you can literally have the game fight for you. Like, it will take care of as much or as little as you want. Like, if you want to just have the game focus on evading attacks for you, you can turn on auto evade and it will try and make sure you don't get hit. Alternatively, you can turn on stuff like auto magic and it'll add a bit of extra visual pizzazz and make fights go by faster, as opposed to having to try to hold down 3 different buttons while you're attacking. But yeah, Nier Replicant, man, it's a good game. It is a bit repetitive at times. Like, I feel like the second and third run-throughs of the game could have been a bit shorter. Thankfully, they were shorter just by virtue of being able to skip cutscenes I'd already seen, and I was able to get through the game quite quickly to get the extra endings, but it's still something that I'd like to see improved for the next Nier game. Like, in Nier Replicant, routes A, B, and C are pretty similar to each other, really. In Nier Automata, routes A and B are pretty similar to each other. So I'm pretty hopeful that when the next Nier game comes out, and I'm not counting that terrible thing that's coming out for phones as a Nier game, that the routes A, B, and C will all be drastically different. Like, they'll all be entirely unique, as opposed to just a different perspective on things. But the story, wow, the story. Like, I would try and explain the story in a spoiler cast, but no, I need several hours to try and explain exactly what the hell's going on. But it's a good, well-written story with lots of interesting characters. Like, it's not a massive game world to explore, but there's still plenty to do. There's a huge range of side quests, and the game makes absolutely no bones about the fact that it does not respect your time by even having some characters tell you things like, "Oh, hey, you're that kid who does literally any demeaning job, aren't you?" Its sense of humour is fantastic, and Kaine's dialogue is also absolutely amazing. I might just put some of her dialogue into the montage just for the sake of how awesome it is. Anyway, yeah. I should probably get to the part where I tell you to buy this, shouldn't I? You should definitely buy a Nier Replicant. Like, you can wait on a sale, there's no harm in it, but you should definitely buy it, you should definitely play it. It is a game that should be experienced at your own pace, because it's easily the best one I played this year. And hey, look, I caught the fish. Like, that's several tons. That's crazy. But hey, that's Nier.